What is AI automation? Well, let's start with the basics. What is automation? Automation is essentially when technology does something without human intervention. When a trigger occurs, which is interpreted by technology, and it then runs a series of predetermined actions. We all kind of know that. AI automation is quite simply making use of the capabilities of AI within that predetermined sequence of actions. The difference is AI is much more powerful. It can perform tasks that are more nuanced or less programmable, let's say. When I think of AI automation, I think of a series of actions that lead to a specific goal, and AI enables them to happen in the most efficient or effective way. So what changed? Why now? Why is this suddenly a big thing? Why are people suddenly talking about this more? Well, we can't get away from the explosion of AI. However deeply we understand how it works and what has changed from a technical perspective, we can all feel it has become accessible to all of us. We can all see that there are suddenly a million choices out there of AI tools that we can employ. We all hear the news about new LLM models or competing ones. What you might be less aware of is the explosion of what they call no-code or low-code platforms. These platforms allow non-developers, non-coders to relatively easily integrate not only the apps we use, but also perform specific tasks without writing any code at all. So you can string together a series of actions to take place in the apps you're already using. They aren't very expensive. Make.com, for example, which is my preferred one, costs me $8 a month. So suddenly the skills that are required to build automations effectively can be found in a single person. Business savvy and process design skills, whereas in the past you would need those skills plus developer skills and coding skills and the like. What can automations do? It's really hard to envisage an automation if you've never had one for your business. The easiest way to think about it is anything that is performed on the computer. So let's just leave physical robots out of this just for the moment. Anything that happens on the computer, something is written, something changes status, something is updated, something is sent, something is saved. Any of those actions you can possibly think of could or can be automated. And then any of those actions in any sequence that would make sense to achieve a specific business goal. Some are harder than others to build, but in essence, any process that you go through on the computer could be automated. And while your thought, your ideas is harder to automate, even with AI, you can build automations with human intervention, where you can take care of a specific step or quality control and add in your thoughts, your ideas, etc. to the sequence. What can AI do? Well, the other piece of the puzzle you need to be able to think about what it could do for your business is what can AI do? What skills does it have? What skills can we take advantage of? And there are many, but the 6 most common ones that I use when integrating AI into common business workflows are extracting data. It can convert what is called unstructured data into structured data. So structured data is sort of what we think of when we see data in our mind's eye. It's a set of attributes to a specific case, a table, a series of sort of rows and columns perhaps. It's the data that is accepted by the programs that we use. Unstructured data is data hiding in documents or pictures or text. We can ask AI to find information from a picture or a PDF and put it into a readable format, for example. So get all the data out of this PDF of an invoice, for example, and make it into a table so I can send it to my bookkeeper. 2, make decisions. It can decide how to handle something based on the information it has. In traditional automation, you need to give actions based on specific values for them to work. AI can interpret information and decide which course of action should take place. 3, categorize. It's brilliant at putting things into buckets, at deciding what category something fits into, which then means it can be processed accordingly. So emails in your inbox, IT tickets, the style of something. Number 4, summarize. This one saves a lot of time. It can take long text and make it shorter and digestible, even sort of pulling out key actions. So your meeting transcript or that long article you don't have time to read, or perhaps a transcript of a YouTube video you just don't have time to watch. Transform. It can change data from one format to another, so it can be read by a different program, or indeed it can transform text from one style to another, so make this angry email a lot more polite. Analyze. It can analyze data, of course. It can, with the right prompting, tell you what's happening with your business, what you should perhaps consider changing to make more profit, but it can also analyze sentiment. Is this customer review happy or angry? So what could you use it for in your business? So how do we take these elements and use them actually in our business? What are the use cases, essentially? I love this bit. So often when I talk to a client or even just another business owner, I open a massive can of worms about what they could do during that conversation. And often it gets away with us of all the things we could do. So let's talk about the basic processes in our business. Sales and marketing. So content, they could help you find ideas, summarize the news, repurpose content you already have, post your content from one platform to another, upload your LinkedIn newsletter to your blog automatically, for example. Collate your stats, analyze your stats, make recommendations based on your stats. Or outreach, it could create prospect lists, enrich them with more useful data. It could do research before you have the call, alert you to news from your prospect pool, create icebreakers based on that individual's personality to reach out to people from. It could alert you of buying signals like hiring new people or some other event in the news. Client onboarding, writing proposals, writing contracts, invoicing, updating the CRM, creating the folder for that client, creating the contracts, checking that they come back. Project delivery, scheduling meetings, tell you the stuff that needs to happen with each client this week, write up meeting notes, add them to your CRM, track usage of your product or service maybe. Answer client emails, answer frequently asked questions. Finance. It could create invoices for you, track expenses, do your bookkeeping, analyze your performance. HR. We could use it to keep your staff abreast of what's going on at your company. It could help onboard new clients, new employees. It could create a sort of chatbot of company information or policies that your employees could talk to. You could keep track of holidays and push people to make sure they book them on time. Or even personal admin. It could help you schedule meetings on your behalf. It could send emails for you, summarize anything unread in your inbox, optimize your schedule. The list is absolutely huge. Next time, we will be looking at how you know you're ready for AI automation and why you might not be ready.